who has identified himself as a longtime Democratic staffer. It's not a Republican operative, a Democratic staffer who was working in Democratic offices at the time of the alleged leaking in 16-17. This staffer was interviewed by FBI agents on several occasions and told those agents that then Congressman Adam Schiff was the one who approved.
In a recent episode of her show, Megyn Kelly shone a spotlight on the dramatic flair of Adam Schiff, a name that many still associate with the peak of the Trump-Russia investigation. Kelly highlighted allegations suggesting that Schiff might prioritize attention-grabbing moves over substantive work, challenging his reputation as a committed defender of democratic principles. Her claims draw on the testimony of a whistleblower who, rather than being an impartial outsider, is a longtime Democratic staffer. Critics argue that Schiff's actions sometimes favor media spectacle over the careful integrity expected in such high-stakes investigations.
Schiff stated the group would leak classified information which was derogatory to the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. Schiff stated the information would be used to indict President Trump. The whistleblower stated this would be illegal. And upon hearing his concerns, unnamed members of the meeting reassured that they would not be caught leaking classified.
The whistleblower, who has faced multiple FBI investigations, claims that Schiff personally endorsed questionable press statements.
Don't believe he's going to weaponize the DOJ to use it against his opponents. I believe that's what was done to him. Though, as we discussed with Alan Dershowitz in that now famous clip that went around where I said we need Steve Bannon, I'm not totally opposed to it. I'm going to be honest. Who would cry a tear if Adam Schiff actually got some sort of hassle thrown his way?
After watching this episode, viewers are prompted to question the ethics of those chosen to represent Schiff and the true reach of his influence in American politics. Subscribing to our channel is an obvious choice if you appreciate candid, in-depth investigations that uncover the facts. Every subscription helps us continue sharing stories that both inform and captivate. Hit the subscribe button and join us as we unravel the complex web of modern politics, one episode at a time. This is where the real insight begins. Megyn Kelly offers more than just a whistleblower's revelations. She carefully scrutinizes Adam Schiff's career, highlighting stark contrast between his polished public persona and serious allegations against him. These aren't idle rumors. The accusations touch the core of Schiff's political judgment and ethical character. Let's take a moment to reflect. Schiff is widely known for his central role in the impeachment proceedings and for revealing information that reshaped the political arena. Yet Kelly's pressing question, did he deliver, encourages a deeper look. She introduces a whistleblower, a long-serving Democratic staffer, whose testimony sheds new light on Schiff's decisions and actions. For example,
President Biden pardoned Adam Schiff at the end of his term. But unlike the one he gave to Hunter, it was a limited pardon.
It was.
And it only spoke to J6 and his work on the January 6th Select Committee. So it would not immunize him from any of the claims you and I are discussing.
This whistleblower is far from being a mere tool for political point scoring. In fact, they come from Schiff's own inner circle. Let's be frank, based on Schiff's own disclosures, he appears to be the kind of politician whose priorities may have been influenced more by media attention than by any formal commitment to public service ethics.
So walk us through what the 302 reports that the FBI wrote up after their interviews with this whistleblower say.
Yeah, so let's give you a sense of who this person is. We don't know their name because the name is redacted. They're a career intelligence officer. So they started in the executive branch as an intelligence officer, and then they get detailed to the Democratic side of the House Intelligence Committee. Eventually, this person inherits as his boss, Adam Schiff, when Adam Schiff takes over as the Democrat minority ranking member on House Intelligence in 2016. And they're working for Adam Schiff. And somewhere in the beginning of the Russia collusion, false narrative building in America, he attends a meeting where
the whistleblower stated that Schiff authorized media outlets to access significant, possibly crucial information.
Now have whistleblower interview transcripts from the FBI. They're not exactly transcripts, they're FBI write-ups of the interviews that they conducted with a whistleblower who's a self-described Democrat working for the Democrats on the House Intelligence Committee, who worked for them, by the way, for 10 years, who says that he was there in 2017 when he heard Adam Schiff say, we are going to leak classified documents and intel to the media with the hopes of getting...
Wait a moment. This story stands apart from the usual news. If the claims are accurate, they are truly explosive. Kelly reports that the whistleblower viewed these actions as deceptive, illegal, and deeply unethical. Those are not words to use casually, but in this case, they fit perfectly.
Didn't we just have a whole criminal investigation of Donald Trump for having documents at Mar-a-Lago that might have classified information in them? And we just can't have that. We can't have classified information running around out there in the hands of people who aren't authorized. Meanwhile, this is the former president of the United States who can declassify everything. We were told that for 2 years straight, the past 2 years by Democrats. And now what you're saying is that one of the most vocal about that, Adam Schiff, had been at the helm of releasing classified...
At first, their words seemed like a distant, unnamed voice on the breeze. Yet, because this staffer's testimony was documented in the FBI's 2017 interview records, it carries substantial credibility.
While this is only the unverified allegation of a single former staffer, the alleged conduct would involve criminal and unethical conduct of the highest order, if proven. Your reaction to this news?
Well, it's in keeping with my opinion of Adam Schiff. I've been calling him McCarthyite ever since he started in on Trump. And as John pointed out, McCarthy, at least there had some communists in the government that he was talking about, although he was irresponsible. Adam Schiff repeatedly came out and said, I have seen documents that indict, that link Trump to Russia, but I can't reveal them to you now, but just you wait, I'm going to reveal them. And of course, we know they weren't there. We know there was nothing there. And now we have this information from the whistleblower, my favorite part of which is when the whistleblower says he objected to the
leaks from politicians can cut both ways. On one side, they can shape narratives, set agendas, and capture attention. On the other, they carry serious risks, especially when ethics are ignored or critical issues are sidestepped. Kelly argues that Schiff's tendency to favor appearances over substance may have left American politics with more questions than answers. Consider this. During the Trump-Russia investigation, Schiff was celebrated as a fearless seeker of truth. Yet, many of his television appearances were carefully staged, designed to spark just the right mix of public curiosity and outrage. According to Kelly, these media spectacles often prioritize showmanship over real information. She suggests that Schiff seemed more focused on captivating audiences and boosting his own profile than on revealing the facts that truly mattered. But what about the actual outcomes? According to Kelly, the results fell short of Schiff's grand promises of groundbreaking revelations. Despite claims of holding evidence that could alter history, nothing truly explosive ever surfaced, just smoke and mirrors, no smoking guns. This implies that the American public received little more than a rehash of political theater, even as House hearings dragged on and the media eagerly consumed every moment. Concerns about Schiff's approach have been raised by voices beyond just Megyn Kelly. Commentators and political analysts have often pointed out the gap between Schiff's persuasive rhetoric and his actual achievements. For instance, his attempts to expose cover-ups were often fueled more by ominous rumors than by solid evidence. His actions frequently intensified political divisions, creating a path of tension across party lines instead of promoting bipartisan collaboration. A core part of Schiff's public persona seems rooted in his opposition to Trump. Nearly every appearance and leak appeared calculated to position himself as a defender against supposed persecution. Yet, instead of providing complete resolutions, the outcomes of his efforts often left lingering questions, tying up loose ends rather than fully addressing them. After watching Kelly's reporting, it's hard not to question whether Schiff sought standing ovations more to protect his own image than to earn genuine audience approval. Megyn Kelly's in-depth examination of Schiff perfectly illustrates a recurring theme in her work. The struggle for truth often leads to both disheartening setbacks and fiery public declarations. This serves as a cautionary tale about the uneasy intersection of political ambition, personal integrity, and the American public's demand for honest answers. During one of his most high-profile public appearances, the impeachment hearings, Schiff delivered one of his most theatrical performances. Many expected a fierce effort to hold Trump accountable, yet Kelly suggests it felt more like a staged spectacle than a straightforward witness account. While Schiff's voice resonated with facts, historical context, and promises of accountability, he skillfully blended significance with a tone of moral urgency. capturing attention and keeping audiences riveted. One might even say he has perfected the art of speaking extensively without truly revealing much. Although Schiff delivered his warnings with intense seriousness, they often revealed less than they promised, creating a tangled narrative that, on closer inspection, proved frustratingly evasive. Megyn Kelly also examines how this elaborate dance of drama, speculation, and theatrics impacts the broader political landscape. She raises concerns about Schiff's behavior and its effect on democratic processes. Was justice truly the focus, or was the ultimate aim continued media attention and the desire to leave a personal legacy? At first glance, one might picture Schiff as a mythic figure, a heroic black knight wielding truth as a weapon, yet Kelly paints a very different picture. A man whose zeal for dramatic soundbites and public exposure frequently eclipsed his dedication to substantive political goals. Her investigation prompts difficult questions about the moments when protecting one's reputation seemed to take precedence over serving constituents. According to Kelly, political theater may earn applause in the moment, but it ultimately erodes public trust. During his tenure as a self-proclaimed defender of the truth, Schiff was often more visible on primetime television than as a respected statesman. Despite his forceful rhetoric, the outcomes were frequently ambiguous and his accomplishments often fell short. Kelly reminds us that genuine political service is about the people, not the performance. While showmanship and flair can impress, they rarely deliver lasting solutions or inspire real confidence when it matters most. Her warnings encourage reflection. Did America witness a leader committed to the rule of law or a master of illusion who perfected the appearance of doing so? The revelations compel viewers to look past the rhetoric, questioning the motives behind every heated debate and high-profile press event. Kelly's analysis of Schiff's career leaves little room for optimism, especially as new allegations continue to surface. She challenges audiences to consider what might have been concealed and how far some will go to stay in the spotlight. Ultimately, Kelly's story is bigger than a single political figure. It's a lens on the broader political landscape where lasting impact is often recognized only in hindsight and actions speak louder than words. Schiff stands as both a case study and a symbol of larger patterns in contemporary politics. How do you see him? As a politician striving for accountability or as a carefully staged television performance? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let us know what you make of the outcome.